Hello everybody, my name's Actual Vision, hope you are all well. So I'm just making a video here just to kind of document what I've done this year in 2020 so far. What is now currently September, and yeah, it's been a bit of a topsy-turvy year. Started the year where I kind of thought that this might all be over, considering the pandemic that we had, maybe not January, but in March, when things really hit the fan. And yeah, so this is for me, more than anything, that I can look back on. And if you guys enjoy watching it, then absolutely you guys can watch as well, which is fair enough. But first of all, I want to say a big thank you to everybody that's been a part of the journey so far, whether you be posting on social media or retweeting my social media, Instagram, or whether you turn up to the streams, supporters in the streams, people who race within my community, and people who've been a huge help along the way in giving me opportunities to indeed commentate on events and stuff like that. So let's start from the very beginning. So January, I thought, yeah, this is the year of ACR. It's kind of a bit of a tagline that I didn't, think too much of. It was just like, this is the year of ACR. I think everybody says this is their year and all that stuff. Little did I know that that was actually going to be the case. It's been a very, very exciting year. Again, what's happening in the world right now is horrendous, and it really is. But it's been quite beneficial to my career, so I can't really complain about what's going on because it hasn't affected me like it has affected other people. So first and foremost, I want to say to anyone who's been affected by the pandemic, my thoughts are with you guys. It's horrendous. Like, this is something the world's never seen before. We don't know what the hell is going on. We don't know how to deal with it, especially if you're in the UK, with the politics and the politicians. They don't know what's going on. They don't know how to deal with this sort of stuff. So again, just stay safe and make sure that you try and make the best of the situation ultimately. So my year started January. I thought, yeah, this is going to be an amazing year. We had the G Challenge, we had loads of stuff planned in terms of where we were going to go around the world. I was, not just the G Challenge, but in general, I was supposed to be going to America 3 times this year. I was supposed to be going to Australia. I was supposed to be going to Brazil. I was also supposed to be going to a few places in Europe. And it was all looking great. We were doing huge plannings, and then all of a sudden we had the word that there was this COVID-19, which has kind of put a scupper onto everybody's plans, basically, for the year. So it just very, very quickly materialized into the fact that no one's going to be traveling this year. And again, this is not like a pity post or anything like that. This is the same for everybody in the world. It is what it is. But I was genuinely worried. I was like, well, that's my job. I'm going to lose everything here. I'm going to have to go and get I say normal job. My job is a job, ultimately, whether people think it's normal or not. Running a racing community, commentating on online racing, it is my job. I'm very thankful and very fortunate, and I will never take it for granted. So we got to around March, and it was made very clear that we're not traveling anywhere. Everything's going to be done online. And it was just a case of I'm under contract, so I'm good for the Logitech stuff, but I was just worried. About other opportunities that I normally get during the year, where I get to travel around and commentate on events and stuff. And just doing a Logitech G stuff would not have paid my bills. The stream on its own would not have paid my bills. But it turns out loads more people wanted to do online racing, and the stream just went from strength to strength. So the first real milestone was that my stream got partnered. So I managed to we were gaining more and more viewers every single day, and I was finally partnered on Twitch, and I've been trying to do that for 3 years. I've been hitting their requirements for 3 years, and it just never came through. But now it has, and actually we hit 1,782 subscribers, which was our record there. We're around about 600 average now, but we were only averaging around 100 last year. So to hit that milestone was absolutely incredible, hugely incredible. So again, so thankful to everybody. We're still doing very, very well, and the stream is just, for all the hard work they've been put in, and not just from my side. You've got people like Shave and Bubblebutt. They've really enhanced the stream to be something that people can genuinely call their own and be excited to watch and see their names, see their stats, and all of that good stuff. And we've been able to extend. We're running around about 40 leagues a week at this point, and it's still going from strength to strength, even with people going back to work and stuff. The name's out there now. ACR's out there, and it's quite a big organisation. We've got 5,500 people signed up on the website and stuff like that. So yeah, fantastic. We then got the contract to do BenQ Challenger Cup season number 2. Is it season 2? Yeah, it was season 2. We did it on Race Room. which was fantastic. It was just a really, really cool event. And actually, we will be announcing in the next couple of weeks BenQ Challenger Cup number 3, which will be on ACC. So that should be fun. We've got some really cool prizes for people to be involved in. So that's brilliant. So anyway, all of the motorsports were cancelled. So I was like, right. So we haven't really got anything to watch on television. But then, all of a sudden, every single racing organisation in the world decided they wanted to do online events. And I didn't get picked up for any of these opportunities to start off with. It was a bit like, there's loads of people out there that have got managers and stuff like that where, you know, a management company or an agency that they're with, and they were all being picked up for events and stuff, which is fantastic. Like, they've got an agency. I've never had a manager. I've never had an agency to work with. I've always marketed myself. I've always done my own thing. I just the way I was brought up by my parents, that you know, if you want to do something, you go grab it yourself, and that's just how I've done it. In all fairness, there's no right or wrong way about it. It's not saying I'm like, oh, people with agencies, they're arseholes. That's not what I'm saying. Like, that is obviously the right way to do things realistically. So I had to wait really for my opportunity, and then Race Room gave me an opportunity with the DTM Race from Home Challenge, which was some of the very best sim races were qualifying each week, and then we had loads of the real world racers driving, drivers such as Kelvin and Sheldon van der Linde. We had Mike Rockenfeller, we had Robin Freins, we had Timo Glock. Like, to speak with Timo Glock just blew my mind. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't the greatest payday in the world, but I saw it as an opportunity to just put my name out there as a commentator. I got to work with Ollie Sittler, which was fantastic to do. He's a really, really nice guy. And yeah, so we got that competition out of the way. It was all done and dusted. It was fantastic. And then I got from Neil Cole, who is the producer, or was the producer of the Formula E Race from Home Challenge, which is probably the biggest event that was happening because it was on TV all around Europe, and it was it's just a huge, Formula E's huge. Everyone knows Formula E. One of my favourite commentators in the world, Jack Nicholls, was commentating on the event. We had Nicky Shields, who's one of the best show hosts there are in terms of anything, let alone just motorsport, and one of my actual idols in terms of motorsport, Dario Franchitti. So I got offered the opportunity to do Formula E, and they gave me a 2-week contract saying, right, if you do, this is it, you've got 2 weeks, and that will be it. So they were kind of doing guest commentators for every 2 weeks, and thankfully, after 2 weeks, they're like, yeah, we would like you to do the rest of the series. So I did the whole series from week 3 onwards, which was unbelievable. That was a huge opportunity for me. Again, very thankful to Formula E, very thankful to Neil Cole specifically. Someone I've become very good friends with from working with him in the Dirt 4 World Championships back in 2018, I believe. So yeah, I did the Formula E Race for Home Challenge. So all of a sudden I've gone from nothing to like opportunities coming from everywhere. It was amazing. So I was really excited to do that. And then I had the opportunity to work with another one of my heroes, David Coulthard. So I got the call that, yes, we're going to be doing the W Series. Would you like to commentate on it? And it was actually being run by a company called Beyond, who run the Logitech G Challenge broadcast that you will be watching currently. And I was involved in all the meetings and actually building the competition in terms of format, etc., etc. It's all of the W Series drivers that were supposed to participate in 2020. It was done on iRacing, and I got to commentate with David Coulthard, and got to speak with him on the phone and have a genuine conversation about his thoughts on sim racing. I feel like I've changed his opinion a little bit because he was a little bit skeptical, but now seems to be really on board with it. Lee McKenzie, again, one of the most professional hosts in not just motorsport, but she does all sorts. She does the Olympics, just rugby, and it was an absolute pleasure to work with her. And well, me and Billy hit it off pretty well, having some really good banter with commentary. It wasn't just about the race commentary. We had a bit of a laugh during it, and it was really, really good. He's someone who's got a very bright future, not only in racing but in broadcasting as well. He really does know what he's doing, and he understands it as well. He just gets it. So really, really excited to see how his career progresses forward. But I got to work with them, which, you know, if you asked me at the start of the year, if you told me I was going to work with Dario Franchitti, Jack Nicholls, I was going to work with David Coulthard, Billy Munger, Lee McKenzie, Nicky Shields, I would have just laughed at us. Like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay, we'll see. But yeah, so I did that, and I was just like, this year is absolutely nuts. That was like 10 weeks of hard graft, and that was all done and dusted, W Series finished. And then I was a bit like, so what do I do now? So I've done half a year, and I'm like, okay, so let's just concentrate on the ACR stuff, which is going from strength to strength. Like our ACC World Tour is huge. It's unbelievable. Like the best drivers in the world racing week in, week out, which has been really, really cool to see progressing on our streams on Twitch, which is just been nice to see. That we've seen different drivers winning each week as well. So there's potentially, I would say, 20 drivers that could win every single week. So that becomes sort of our flagship show. We've moved sort of from Project Cars 2 to being the main game within our community to ACC kind of taking over that. Although we still do Project Cars 2 and we do GT Sport, we do Dirt, we do all sorts of games, Race Room. The list goes on. So I just concentrated on that, and yeah, we started to do more special events, which have been amazing. So we do 2.4-hour races. We're going to be looking to do some endurance races, a bit longer than that, with teams eventually. And we've really just Baffray just built an unbelievable system in the competitions where people sign up via the website and all of that good stuff. Bubblebart's just been enhancing the graphic detail of stats and stuff for the stream as well, so it becomes more of a television broadcast. And we've really just worked our asses off on making it the best possible product we can have. So that was like the next stage of it. Also racing with Team Woo this year. Like, we decided to do the Daytona 24-hour on iRacing with Team Woo. If you don't know what Team Woo is, basically it's just a team of mates that race this iRacing special event we pay homage to Ric Flair. Although we've had Duran Duran as a theme, we have had Jean-Claude Van Damme as a theme, we've had the Ballad of Ricky Bobby as a theme. We've had AC/DC as a theme. Who else have we had as a theme this year? Ric Flair, of course, himself. We've still got one more event this year, which will be in the start of October, which is the Petit Le Mans. So doing like 24-hour, 12-hour races with X-Wolf, with now Baffrager's in the team, Nade, Tropper Mitt, and we've also got Dave Cam as our main team of X-Wolf, who does all of the hard work in making that team what it is. And it's become... it's grown more than just a stream. Like, we have a general Discord chat called the Pub Chat, where some people watch the whole 24-hour events in there with their camera on, beers, and it's become like a real community fun event. And every time we do a special event on Friday evenings now, like, loads of people join into the Pub Chat. They're having a few drinks, they're making friends, and it's just everyone's knitting together. Everyone's a closer knit community. So again, that's massive, absolutely massive, and like, that's what we've always wanted to achieve. We wanted to achieve that it's a fun place to race. You're racing against people of your own ability, and also you've got the opportunity to watch some exceptional racing. And if it captures your imagination and you're excited to watch it, then absolutely, that is what it is all about. So again, if you ever do want to watch our special events on Twitch, and you're like, is there anything more that could be happening here? We have a Discord server. Go and join our Discord server, and you can indeed join with other people from all around the world, like, some different continents, different time zones. It's crazy to see how it's grown. We've got over 3,500 people in the Discord, and again, don't be scared to go and get involved and meet new people. That's what the world's about right now. Ultimately, we can't go out and socialize and go and have a big piss up with your mates. It's just not how it is right now, as sad as that may seem. But this is an opportunity where you can utilize what the internet is these days. So yeah, definitely go get yourselves involved in that. So yeah, then we got to this point, and I was a bit like, I don't really know what to do. I was like, I know I've got the Logitech G Challenges in terms of quarterfinals, which we're in the middle of now, and then the regional finals to do. But what am I going to do for the rest of the year? Like, ACR is amazing, but ultimately it's not something that can guarantee paying the bills every single month. So it's still a bit like, am I going to have to go and do something else? And I got an email from DTM, and DTM offered me a real-world racing opportunity to commentate on DTM Trophy, which is the sort of the sister class to the DTMs. It's like a junior. How would I best explain it? It's like Formula 2, I guess, to Formula 1, where it's like up-and-coming drivers, and then there's a couple of drivers that kind of have gone sort of down, and they want to just keep their name out there, or they want to help progress the new talent. So I got offered this opportunity, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, and this is going to annoy people that are in sim racing that have worked their asses off because they want an opportunity in the real world. Real world racing was never the interest for me. It was never the goal for me to do. I love sim racing. I'm a huge fan of sim racing, and I feel like I've researched my way to knowing as much as I possibly can know about sim racing in terms of all the events going on around the world, and what happens within my community moving forward. But I took the opportunity. I was like, do you know what? I'm going to give this a go. And I've not looked back. I have been bitten by the bug. I'm so excited about what the future may hold in terms of real world racing. It's tough. I have to learn 2 new championships every single week. Some of these organizations don't give them as much information as maybe they should. DTM Trophy themselves, I feel like it's my baby at this point. Really am enjoying it. A lot of the drivers tweet me information. They DM me information as well. Shout out to Ben Tuck, actually. Ben Tuck's been the absolute best for that. We've got Ben Green as well, who's got some supporters. Max Kubolt's got some supporters that have been sending me information as well. And it's really become a nice community feel. I've tried to make it so that we have a conversation during races and stuff. But then I've been doing other things like Touring Wagon Classics, which is cars from 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, from the DTM and from other touring car championships around the world. We've got the Touring Wagon Legends. We've got the GTC Championship, which is like GT3 cars. Then we've got the Open Wheel Championship. I can't remember what it's called now. But we had like a Jaguar from 1997, Formula One car. We had a Toro Rosso from 2008, Ingo Gerstel's car. It's been absolutely crazy, some of the things I've commentated on. And actually, just this weekend gone at Nürburgring Sprint, I got to commentate on my favourite ever car, a Renault Laguna, British touring car, and actually won, even though I had like 4 cars in a class above it that were obviously faster cars, but they all either had drive-through penalties or didn't finish the race. So the Laguna won. And I got a little bit emotional because, like, in 1997 car in 2020 is winning while I'm commentating on it. Like, this is stuff you can't write. I very, very quickly realised that I was doing so much commentary that every now and again I was just letting whoever I was working for down as well. So I've kind of reflected on myself and improved myself. And I've got the mentality now that I had to scratch and claw for every opportunity. I mean that. I'm 34 years old. I got into Twitch streaming late, if you're considering the average age of Twitch streamers that succeed. In terms of getting your first ever motorsport commentary job, I got into it very late. I was 33. I'm 34 now. But I scratched and clawed for my opportunities. I worked my arse off, and now I'm doing it. I have to have that mentality in behind me that there's other people that are scratching and clawing. They want this opportunity. They'll take it from me. And that's absolutely fine. That's the way the world works. And if I don't have that mentality, I'm not going to improve as a caster. And I need to be hypercritical. So a lot of people are like, oh, no, you were good when I'm critical of myself. But I know when I'm not doing a good enough job. So I've tried to really work hard on keeping my consistency up in terms of quality of commentary. So hopefully that's coming across, even with the ACR stuff, which is very, very different. My own streams is a little bit more fun. We can do impressions. We can, have fun with the drivers and whatnot. I think everybody understands what that is all about. As for the rest of the year, so we've got the Logitech stuff to finish off the year. I've still got the DTM Esports. I've got DTM Esports now as well. So they gave me that opportunity, which is week 1 has just happened. That was absolutely incredible. We then have the ACR World Cup, like I've just briefly mentioned earlier. So that is going to be... Excuse me, I've got really bad hiccups today. We have got the ACR World Cup on ACC, which is going to be happening the week before Christmas. It's the week that we always try and make as much money as possible for charity. We've got 3 sponsors that are confirmed. I'm not going to mention what they are as of yet, but yeah, 3 sponsors that are 2 that are confirmed, 1 that is it's pretty much confirmed. So it's going to be fantastic, which means that all of the drivers can earn some awesome prizes. We're going to be putting a prize bundle together for the audience as well, because we always want to make sure we look after the audience. Also, we have more special events coming over the next few weeks. The new seasons, which are going to go over Christmas, so there'll be like a 3-week break over Christmas, will be starting in November. The DTM Esports will be finishing. I've got 3 more weeks of DTM between now and November as well, of the official, actual real series in real life. What that entails, hopefully I get a contract for next year. Who knows, like next year could be incredible. I've had some meetings about next year's G Challenge as well, which I'm so excited about. Actually, I just realized I'm wearing a McLaren Shadow hat here. McLaren now obviously partnered with Logitech, and some of the meetings we've had and what we're going to be turning the competition into, how it's going to improve, opening it up to more people, honestly is... I genuinely believe it's going to be the biggest sim racing competition in the world in years to come. And it's something that everybody looks forward to each year. There's not many competitions you can say, oh, we know there's going to be a G Challenge. When's the G Challenge starting? And stuff like that. We just hope that the travel restrictions are a little bit relaxed next year so we can indeed do a little bit more work. But yeah, as I started this off, it was the year of ACR. As a tagline, it certainly has been the year of ACR, that's for sure, and we're not even finished yet. We're only just about halfway through. What will 2021 hold? I don't know. All I know is I'm going to work my absolute arse off. I'm not going to take anything for granted. I've put myself in this position with the help of all of you who have been watching, all of you guys who are following on the social medias and all of that good stuff. I'm going to keep scratching, I'm going to keep clawing, and I'm going to keep this dream alive because, you know, I am only 34 years old. I am in the real world of motorsport now. I am commentating on some of the biggest sim racing events in the world, and we've got one of the biggest racing communities in the world. And that's not me, that's us. That's us as a group. There's just no two ways about that. And long may that continue. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Again, this is really only for me to be able to look back on in a few years' time with the kids and just kind of, because this year's been so crazy, that I'm sure I've even forgotten stuff because it's hard to remember off the top of my head. And as you lot know, I don't script anything, so it's just trying to remember stuff. But yeah, a little insight into what I've been up to this year. If there's anything that I've missed or if anything you've particularly enjoyed, let me know in the comment section below. I would really appreciate it, just to see who's been involved on this journey. But yeah, thank you for watching. I've been Actual Vision, and I shall catch you all next time. Bye-bye.